Hello and welcome to the newest version of State of Profit. This will be a quick walkthrough of the new features of Alpha version 1.4. When you log in, you start in the middle of one of the cities. You can move the mouse using the left or right mouse button. If you hold them both at the same time, you can rotate the map, and it rotates around where your mouse currently is situated. If we zoom out, we come to the overview map. From here you can see that the landscape is quite changed since the previous versions. There are now more water, and the depth of the water is also a bit dependent upon how far away from land it is. If we grab a couple of cities, so we're looking at Metamora and Volin for example, what we can do is that we can click on one of them and we will see the demand, so where the passengers want to go. The thicker the line, the more passengers. So from Metamora to Violin wants to go quite a few people, and from Volin to Metamora wants to go quite a few people. So let's quickly put down a route. The landscape is not very nice. Let's build a bus station. We can see an airplane passing there. And then we build a road. The landscaping has become more expensive, so it might be smart to more often use things like bridges. And tunnels. Let's build a bus station here as well. There. What we then do is that we can look here that there are no passengers currently waiting. That is because there are no routes currently connecting the two stations. So let's create a route. So this is part of the new version that's been currently uploaded. What we do is that we add a new halt, tell it to go to Metamora. We add another halt, tell it to go to Volin, and we can save it. There are a couple of other options here, for example renaming the route or changing the way that a vehicle traverses through the halts. So this is the default option for buses, so reverse the direction of the route, meaning that when it's all the way down at the last halt, it will go all the way up past all the previous stations. The other option is going to the first halt, so it goes all the way down and then it continues up. So it's looping. Let's just leave it there and buy a vehicle. We can currently see that halt number 1 is selected, so that's where the vehicle appears. It's Metamora station. We can also see that, seeing as there is a route here now, the passengers are starting to appear. A total of 5,096 per day. Closing the window automatically saves it, so that's why this one is now called My Route. You can also have routes for trucks and airplanes, and you can sort the routes. If you have a vehicle that you don't want to have anymore, so for example bus number 2, you can move it to storage. Then it appears on the routes window, and from here you can either add it to a different route or you can sell them. What you also have is airplanes, so that's the same as before. One of the differences are that airplanes now have exactly the same as villages or cities, so there are only a set number of cities that want to be going to an airport. And another of the big updates is that people are no longer generated, so the cities do grow slightly by themselves, but most of the people moving and you can see the bus going here, moving and increasing the city sizes is done based upon happiness. If we click on one of the cities, we can first of all see how many people are currently in the city and how many wants to travel. So the most people want to travel to Volin, which is the city I just connected, and some other want to travel to other cities. My reputation is decent, and 33% of the people in the city are happy. You get more happiness by, for example, transporting many people. So the more of these 11,212 that you transport, the happier they get. Another way is, for example, to bring them food or logs. So if a city wants to grow, but it doesn't have enough logs in the warehouse to build a new house, then it will lower its happiness. And that are the main updates for this version. If you have any more questions, just feel free to look at the forum, and I hope to see you online soon. Bye bye!